Hello, I am Umbrenero and welcome back to Umbrenero's Life. Today's video is Reorganizing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, finishing the effect monsters. So, here we are, the final part of the effect monsters. Last two parts, I was mentioning how there are certain cards that I put at the end of all of the effect monsters. And they are cards that not only are they effect, but they also belong to various other categories. And they are cards that would come into play in certain areas and all of that. And some of them are ones that I never really used much, but some of them are kind of neat because I actually have mistyped ones, as in the typing, it is screwed up, like it is moved down a quarter of an inch from where it should be. But that is what it is. So going through doing the warrior section, I believe. Yeah, that's the warrior section. I can tell from some of the cards that I'm putting in, that's like, yep, these are the warriors, so we're almost to the end of my normal effect cards. And yes, there are a lot of them. Because this was another one of those large sections. But there are, I'm just trying to think, 4 of those like special effect type cards that came after the effects. And I put them at the end because it just made sense to pull them out, because some of them do come in handy for certain deck types. Like tuner cards. They come in very handy if you run a synchro deck. And having those separate from some of the other cards just made more sense. And yes, I am stalling slightly. I don't want to get into saying what exactly they are until I'm up to them. But I'm just trying to keep it consistent. Then again, the last one is a very small group. But yes, a lot of warriors. Then after warrior, I believe it's... Oh, what is the one after? Oh, the winged beasts. I don't know how I almost forgot those. Those are one of my favorite things to run. And if you can tell from just looking at card arts, you can guess one of the decks that I can run pretty decently. Just based off of some of the winged beasts that I have. So this was the third day in a row I was putting cards in this binder. I was taking breaks between the sections of the effect monsters because of how many there were. Because leading up to doing all of these was about a week and a half of sorting them and putting them in the correct order. But here we are at the final regular effect section, the zombies. And immediately following them will end up being my Gemini cards, which those are some that I rarely used. Like, I've used some of these zombie cards that I'm putting in currently more than some of the others. But the 4 subsections, I guess I'll call them, of the effect monsters that I'm putting in after are the Gemini, the Spirits, the Tuners, and the Union cards. And out of the 4, Tuners are the ones that I will use the most of. Because, like I was saying before, in a synchro deck, you need those. The Gemini and Spirit and Union are stuff that is playable. I'm just still not sure how they work. And I've been playing this game for a long time. But I do like some of the artworks of the ones I do have, so there's always that. So going through here, these are some of the tuners. The Geminis were a small little group. Spirits also came before these. There were not many. And then there's not a whole ton of the Union cards, which come after all of the tuners, which there are a lot of. Because during that era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is when I was buying a good majority of my cards. So getting in as many of these as I can, filling up the binder as I go. But once I am done putting in all of these, that's an additional 3,060 cards that were added to my binders. And there's more to come. Because as of the day I'm recording the audio for this, all I have left to record are the spells and traps. But that's going to be 3 videos worth of stuff, so you'll see how that goes. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, I am Umbrenero. Bye!